Atukunda first worked for the Ministry of Water and Environment for 10 years before she started her own organization. Her NGO identifies where there is a need for water and sanitation in any community.
Whether they need water, whether they need latrines, whether they need shallow wells or whatever they need. And then we make proposals in that line and we get the money, go and do that work.
The organization also gives attention to the environment. When floods and such calamities occur, they offer assistance to the communities that are affected. Right now, the NGO is working in, among other areas, Kitgum, Kampala slums of Katwe, Natete and Ndeba.
For the slums, usually they have so many problems like garbage collection, garbage disposal. We have problems with the stormwater channels.
Atukunda says that one of the biggest problems in the slum areas just now is bedbug infestation, and this falls into their kind of work.
So what we are doing is get in contact with fumigating companies. We give a portion of the money that they should have paid for fumigation so that they feel they have participated in the fumigation process, and then we go around fumigating, helping them with the fumigation.
Before the organization can count their work done in an area, they need to be sure that the changes they have made are sustainable. This they do by creating awareness.
But if I show you how much you've saved from just one fumigation, because every time you're in a hospital because of sanitation problems, you're paying money to the clinic, or it helps them to start seeing their priorities and how they should deal with some of those problems so that they reduce also on the economic part of their household.
Atukunda's NGO has been in operation since 2006. She says that one of the biggest problems they have encountered in most communities is the fact that most of the people have not yet learned to calculate their cost of living.
There are places I went to during this election time, and I was asking them, what would you ask of your leaders if they came? And most of our people, they said they want money. Money. And I asked them, how much do they give you for your vote, or for you to participate in the election? And they told me 1,000 shillings. And I told them, 1,000 for 5 years? 1,000. And how much money do you pay for water services? I was in areas where still our villagers fetch water at 3,000 shillings per jerrycan. And they were all like, yeah, but you know, it's just that even if we don't ask them to give us the money, we won't feel like we have gained anything from the leaders. I said, but you should raise the bar higher. Raise it from 1,000, raise it to a water system, raise it to a community health center.
She stood for the Kabale Woman MP seat in this year's election, and in spite of the fact that she came second, she still feels that there is so much she can do for Uganda.
There is a place I also went to, and I found there was only one room. It's a health center 3. It's supposed to be health center 3. But in one room were patients who had diarrhea, malaria, women who had given birth. And all of them stay in just one room.
Aside from politics, water, sanitation and the environment, Atukunda is passionate about children. She is a mother of 5 and runs a children's program called Little Abigail at her home.
I teach children to play guitar, to dance traditional dances. Me, I'm a Muchiga. And these days our children don't even know to speak Ruchiga, they don't even know how to dance Chiga dance. So I try to look at these children and where they come from. I have different trainers. If they are from Mankole, I teach them how to dance Chinyankole, Chichiga, Chitoro, and whatever from different areas. So that we involve our children in knowing our culture and trying to also participate and love it. Because sometimes when you try to speak to them, Ruchiga, they say, I don't understand that, you know.
She loves to write. Her passion for writing was awakened in 1998 when she met a lady with a story she felt was worth telling.
It's a story that described the girl child and why we need to protect the girl child.
Atukunda has written 2 books and is on to a 3rd. Like many Ugandan authors, she was worried that the books would not sell, and they did not initially.
The biggest criticism I get is that I didn't put Atukunda on the book. And I tried to do that. Now, what happened is that people would come, look at Atukunda, Victoria Abigail, and they just immediately know. Those who are from the West, they know, this one is from the West, and they put it aside. They don't even look inside. They don't even try. Then when I made this cover, Victoria Abigail, people would find it on the shelf. They say, Victoria Abigail, oh, what? Victoria Abigail, what is she white? Is she Kenyan? Is she what? Then they would look at the book. So most people looked at the book because it had Victoria Abigail. The Atukunda did not sell at all. And people didn't know that the story was the same. At that time, I had made 500 Victoria Abigail, 500 Atukunda to make 1,000. Atukunda did not sell at all. The other 500 went before they were sold out.
Atukunda's advice to young people is to grow up knowing who they are and what they are capable of.
If we continue with our fears within us, those fears that maybe this doesn't work, then we cannot express ourselves fully and we cannot know what opportunities we would get.
Josephine Karunji, NTV.